What's up everyone, welcome back to Crown Stag voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. So in today's video, what I want to talk to you about is working in voiceover part-time. What it is, what it definitely isn't, and hopefully this will give you a little bit of judge a characteristic whether you want to get into voiceover part-time, which is where a lot of you sit. So with all of that in mind, let's get into it. Okay, so the reason I wanted to make this video is a lot of people that I work with are in voiceover part-time. It is essentially their side hustle before they, make it their main hustle. And there are a couple of things that I wanted to clarify. So I suppose that for most people, working in voiceover part-time is kind of the goal. You want to be able to earn enough money, £1,000 for 10 minutes, that sort of thing. And get that work regularly enough that you can have more time to yourself to go and do all the things that you want to do. That is the goal, that is the aspiration, the dream. But what you need to do to get to that level is really have voiceover as your full-time gig. To be in voiceover part-time, you need to kind of be there full-time. I know that doesn't quite make sense, but let me clarify. So, working in voiceover part-time, okay? I'm going to start off with this is a part-time job where you dedicate part-time hours essentially to it. Now, if you're in this part-time, what you will probably do is you may set up your own website. You may join one of the pay-to-play sites, Voices, Voice123, Mandy, Bidalgo, whatever it might be. You will invest some time into one of these sites and some monies into one of these sites, okay? And the aim is, with joining these sites, is auditions come to you. Brilliant! If you're working in this part-time, what that might mean is you get 7 auditions at 8 a.m, 9 a.m, 10 a.m, whatever that might be, but you might not get to it because you've got a regular day job or a regular life. You might not be able to get to those auditions until 6 p.m, 7 p.m, 11 p.m, which means that you might be audition number 60, audition 100, audition 200. Yeah, it can really have an impact, and if you're not able to audition very quickly, that can mean that you're not getting as much work. Hopefully you are getting some, but as much work as you would like to get. Okay, so let's say you're not going to do just the pay-to-play sites. Okay, well, what else can you do? You can reach out to contacts on LinkedIn, perhaps. You could be emailing and phoning agents. You could be emailing and phoning production houses and marketing organisations and advertising agents and finding out who the right person is. And, that stuff takes a little bit of time. But, you make a note and you make a spreadsheet, whatever you want to do. You build a contact list. Okay, well, now you can do that. Maybe you can do that a couple of hours a night. Okay, part-time. Oh, but if you're doing all that admin, you're not in the booth. Okay, all right, okay, well, then we'll do both. We'll do the pay-to-play websites and we'll do a bit of the admin. Okay, so now we've done that. We've taken up, 4 or 5 hours, something like that? Well, that's our part-time, isn't it? Were we all that successful? Maybe, hopefully, definitely, hopefully, you've been really successful and you're always successful doing that. Did you kind of see where I'm getting with this? The more part-time that you have getting into this, the dream is low hours, high pay. And what a lot of you have discovered on starting to get into voiceover is the time elements and the pay elements don't always match up. Now, I work roughly part-time hours in voiceover. I maybe do an hour to 2 hours behind the mic a day. And I've been doing this long enough that I now have some automated processes done. I can log into a spreadsheet and I can send some emails. I can log into a CRM and update some documents. I can log into LinkedIn and connect with a whole bunch of whatever it is that I do. I've got enough behind me where I get emails coming in quoting me for work, asking if I'm available, asking if I even just know some people. There's a few of you out there hopefully watching this, and I've reached out to you where I can for some work that comes in. And I am in that position only because I was able to do full-time hours. And full-time hours is not this. Full-time hours as a voiceover is never 6-7 hours recording. If you're doing that daily, you're going to ruin your voice. That's not it. Voiceover as a full-time job is more, and I've said this before, about the marketing element. It's all the stuff you do out there. Finding your clients, getting repeat business, updating your demos, updating your contact sheets, joining new agencies, joining new websites, finding out where the next best place is that you can be. And doing that part-time. Doing that as the thing that you do when you get home at 6 o'clock at night and after you have your dinner and try and do a little bit here and try and do a little bit there means that what you could achieve in, say, 12 months of starting out from 0 to 100 as a full-time opportunity means that you could achieve that in 3 years, maybe 2 at a push. And it's not to say that you're not putting the effort into that by any means. But this takes time, effort, and due diligence. Now, whether you're jumping onto TikTok, which I am pants at, apologies for anyone, whether you're jumping onto YouTube, whether you're jumping onto LinkedIn, professional networks, social media, whatever it is, whatever you need to do, if you're familiar with any of the effort that goes into building your following, it is a full-time gig. And I just need to let you guys know that when you get into this, so many people crash out of it because it isn't what they thought it was going to be. And it isn't the easy ride that they hoped it was going to be. This is the easy bit. This genuinely is. It's the easy bit. It's the bit where you can get behind the mic, earn a really good amount of money for not a massive amount of time. You know, if you're doing your 8-hour shift at the bar for, I don't know, $6.50 an hour or whatever, or you could do 10 minutes and earn 300. It's a really appealing proposition. But what it is not is an easy job. And I thought it was really important, especially the conversations that I've had with the students and stuff that I've had in the last couple of weeks. Some new people that I'm working with who, you know, Neil, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. Neil, I've tried this. Neil, I've tried that. And you've seen some of my videos lately about where you're potentially going wrong. And I don't want to scare anyone off the industry because it's a really good industry to be in. But the reality is it has never been as flooded as it is right now. It's never been possibly more expensive to be successful in it. And I mean expensive on your behalf. You're spending money. If you're on Voices, for example, and you're spending $2,000, $3,000, $6,000, whatever it is, $100 just to be on one tier of their membership, replicate that across 3 or 4 different other platforms before you've made a penny. Plus your booth cost, plus your microphone cost, plus your DAW cost, plus your training cost, your coaching costs, your demo costs. You see where I'm going with this? You need to kind of spend money to make money. And I'm in no way in the privileged position of, well, hey, I've got all the gear. Blood, sweat and tears, sleepless nights, long hours doing this job. And that's to get where I am now. And I am not the world's most successful VO by any means. Those jobs tend to go to like 5 people. But, you know, you can be successful in it. And I always say that you can be a voiceover artist. And I fundamentally believe that everyone can. But please just manage your expectations appropriately. And if you are doing this as your side gig at weekends and in the evenings, your fundamental thing that you need to get right is your process, right? This will come. This is the easy bit. Get your maximum benefit versus lowest cost figured out. If you can automate as much as you possibly can, do it. If you can jump onto various networks and network quickly, easily, do it. Figure out how you do that. And if you can do that, the rest starts to domino, snowfall, whatever the sentence is, and it will come to this. And that's when you start getting into the position that I am in, where I get 3, 4, 10, 15, maybe some weeks, emails saying, could you quote us for this? We have this project for that. I've been recommended you from someone else. It will take you a lot longer to get to that point if you're doing it part-time. So that's my bit. That is my warning for anyone getting into the industry now, and maybe some reality check and encouragement for anyone who is still in flight with their voiceover career. And look, if you need anything, any questions, comment down below. I'm really happy to respond where and what I can. And I do mean this. You can be a voiceover artist. I'll see you in the next video.